Level 2 Geometric Solids. The objective? To review the properties of common geometric solids. Let's do some mental math and reflexes first. What is the value of the digit in the hundred thousands place? So let's look at the first number here. Well, there's one, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. What's the value of that digit, the number 5? The value is 500,000. Again, that's the sixth place in, so the sixth place of this number is the 5. Again, the value of that digit is 500,000. 4 is this time, so the value of that digit is 400,000. Let's look at the next one. What's the value in the hundreds place? Well, ones, tens, hundreds, it's a 5, so it's 500. It's the 9, so 900, and the 2, which is 200. And then the last one, what digits in the millions place? So we had ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, so it's 6 million, 5 million, and 9 million. Look at the solids that are on this page. This is a rectangular prism. Next to it, you are looking at a cylinder shape. Next is a triangular prism. Notice it's a triangular prism because you can tell with the triangle that is here on the bottom. A cone, which makes sense because it looks like an ice cream cone. A sphere, which looks like our Earth. And a square pyramid. It looks like a pyramid on top because of this shape, and sorry my lines aren't shape, but the reason it's called a square is because if you could see the entire part of this square pyramid, you would realize that the bottom is a square. So, look around our classroom. Which solids are pretty easy to find? You probably noticed the rectangular prism. That looks like a tissue box. A cylinder kind of looks like your Pringles cans, a soup can, pop can, and sphere are globes. Which were harder to find? You're right, probably the pyramid or the triangular prism and the cone. And why do you think some solids are more common than others? Probably because they're easier to make or more useful for storing things. So, go to your student math journal and turn to page 289. It says, look around the classroom and find examples of these geometric solids pictured above. And draw a picture of each, and then write its name, for example, a book. So, an example of a rectangular prism, again, draw a tissue box. Name the object, write tissue box. An example of a cylinder. There are different things in a room that are cylinder, or you may have one in your desk. Look and see what you can find to draw, and then make sure to write in the name of the object. Geometric solids. Polygons and circles are flat, two-dimensional figures. The surfaces they enclose take up a certain amount of area, but they do not have any thickness and do not take up any volume. Three-dimensional shapes, and I'm right here, have length and width and thickness. They take up volume. Boxes, chairs, and balls are all our examples. A geometric solid is the surface or surfaces that surround a three-dimensional shape. The surface of a geometric solid may be flat or curved or both. A flat surface of a solid is called its face. Notice here it's showing you that. This is the face of this shape. This is another face of this cube, a face, okay? A curved surface of a solid does not have any special name. A cube has 6 square faces that are the same size. 3 of the cube's faces cannot be seen in the figure at the right. That's looking here. A cylinder has 3 surfaces. The flat top and flat bottom are faces that are formed by circles. That's here and here. A curved surface might connect the top and bottom faces. A food can is a good model of a cylinder. A cone has two surfaces. The flat bottom is a face that is formed by a circle. A curved surface is connected to the bottom face and comes to a point. An ice cream cone is a good model of a cone. However, keep in mind that a cone is closed. It has a lid. This part closes it. The edges of a geometric solid are the line segments or curves where surfaces meet. The corners. A vertex is usually a point at which edges meet. But the vertex of a cone is an isolated corner, and it is completely separated from the edge of the cone. So look below. It's showing you here are the vertex. These are the edges. This is an edge. Okay, this is an edge. But the vertex is right here on the point on the corner. Again, vertices are right here on the corners. Your edges are where you could run your hand down its sides. Another edge would be all around the circular part. The edge, again, along the bottom part. No vertices in the circle. And the sphere has no edges and no vertices. So think about, how are cylinders and cones alike? How do they differ? How are spheres and cones alike? And how do they differ? So which of the geometric solids had 6 faces? Right, the rectangular prism. Which solids have congruent faces? The rectangular prism, the cylinder, the triangular prism, and the square pyramid. Which solids have a curved surface? The sphere, cone, and cylinder. Which had the most edges? The rectangular prism. Which two have the fewest vertices? The corners. A cylinder and a sphere. What is the singular form of the word vertices? The vertex. And which has 2 faces and 1 curved surface? The cylinder. So look around the classroom and look for faces, edges, and vertices of objects that have shapes similar to those as the ones displayed. You need to go back into your math journal. You need to look at page 290, and you need to look at the rectangular prism above and figure out how many faces does your rectangular prism have. So go ahead and look at that, and don't forget the top and the bottom are still faces. Check your answers in the answer key. Be sure to do your 11-2 study link.